Welcome to French Conversations for Beginners. Learn everyday French from Janina, the language teacher, and Joël from France.
In tonight's episode, we have a very special guest from, lives in Toronto now, but from Paris. I found her through B School, which is Marie Forleo's business school for online. She's a classmate of mine. So, bienvenue.
Bonjour.
Okay. So she's done some amazing things with her training, learning how to, work online. And she has created an entire method that's unique to learn French. That's very popular. Can you tell us a bit about that, please?
Sure. My name is Llyane Stanfield, and yes, I live in Toronto. And my program, my method is called Joëlette. And it is unique because we make conversation from the beginning, and we do everything and learn everything with conversation in mind and actually making conversation from the get-go. And this is something that's pretty new for most people. Most people are a little scared to make conversation, and but I want to show everyone from the very beginning, even if you're a very, very beginner, like really zero, with 10 words and 3 verbs, you actually can start making conversation and be comfortable from the start.
Excellent. Yes. It's hugely important to get talking to people because it raises your confidence. It gets you past being scared about making errors. And then it's also your test. Whenever you're talking, you're always going to figure out what you don't know, and it's going to open your mind of what you need to learn. And then when you're talking to, a native speaker like yourself, you get all that input, which is really where you're learning. So it's just it's ideal, completely ideal.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And being comfortable with making mistakes and playing a little bit with words doesn't hurt, because being too concerned that, oh my God, what's going to happen if I make any mistake? That is going to stress you out and not necessarily remember all the words that you already know. So yeah, more relaxed and uncomfortable. You get comfortable with making mistakes here and there, and you'll progress so much faster.
I've made some crazy mistakes in French. I can't tell you about them on this podcast, but they're crazy. But you know what? I learned the right way after doing it the wrong way. It works. Making mistakes works. So in this theme, we are in Paris, a place that Llyane is very familiar with, and we're at the airport. And in my experience in France, there are many people now who speak English, but really, to really at the airport, at the train station, to get your needs met, you really need to be able to speak French. That's been my experience. So I'm not sure if you would agree.
Yeah, a lot of things. Yeah, so a lot of people do speak English, but you will be instructed in French a lot of the time. It will happen, and so it's better to be comfortable with few words.
Yeah. So in this theme, I'm an American who is meeting my friend coming in from New York, and it appears that the plane is late, so I need to get a bit more information. All right, so, Mademoiselle, à quelle heure arrive l'avion de New York, s'il vous plaît?
Quelle compagnie, Air France ou TWA?
Le vol 800 de la American Airlines.
Voyons, le vol 800 est en retard. Il arrivera vers 10h30.
En retard? Mais je suis pressée.
Oui, il est parti en retard de New York.
Comme d'habitude.
Ah non, madame, ce vol est presque toujours à l'heure. Il y a du brouillard à New York aujourd'hui.
Ah bon?
Vous pouvez prendre quelque chose en bas à la cafétéria?
C'est une bonne idée. Merci, mademoiselle. All right.
De rien.
Okay, thank you. So you gave me a very good idea there. We're going to break it down now. So How do you say, what's a polite way to address someone? I said to you, Miss.
Mm-hmm. Mademoiselle? Yes, so you can say mademoiselle. You can also say madame.
Okay. And for a man, you would say?
Monsieur.
Okay. And then I asked you, at what time does the plane arrive from New York?
Mm-hmm. À quelle heure arrive l'avion de New York?
And then, of course, I said, please.
Mm-hmm. S'il vous plaît, oui.
And then you asked me what company or which company.
Quelle compagnie?
Okay. And then everyone will know these, I'm sure. So we have Air France or American Airlines.
Oui. Air France ou American Airlines.
Okay. And then I said the flight.
Le vol.
And a number there, of course, it's 800.
800.
And then from American Airlines.
The American Airlines.
All right. And then you said, let's see.
Voyons.
Flight 800 is late.
Le vol 800 est en retard.
And you said it will arrive around 10:30.
Il arrivera vers 10h30.
But you would also say, what would people say usually if it's 10:30 like that? They usually say, if they don't always say, they say the half, like what?
10h30.
Right?
10h30.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then I asked you, late?
En retard.
I said, but I'm in a hurry.
Mais je suis pressée.
Okay. And then you said, yes, it left late from New York.
Oui, il est parti en retard de New York.
And I said, oh, like always.
Comme d'habitude.
What's another translation of that? Per usual?
Comme d'habitude?
Yeah, how?
As usual. L'habitude means the habit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you said to me, oh, no, ma'am.
Ah non, madame.
Said, this flight is almost always on time.
Ce vol est presque toujours à l'heure.
And then you said to me, there's fog in New York today.
Il y a du brouillard à New York aujourd'hui. The fog, le brouillard.
Okay, and I said, oh, okay. Is that pretty much how that would translate?
Ah bon?
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. And you said you can get something.
Vous pouvez prendre. Prendre means to take. Pouvez means you can. Vous pouvez, you can. Quelque chose means something.
And then when you said en bas, so down.
Down en bas would definitely refer to downstairs.
Okay, in the cafeteria.
Oui, à la cafétéria.
Okay, and I said, oh, that's a good idea.
C'est une bonne idée.
Thank you, Miss.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Okay. Oh, that was really helpful. Okay, so what else do you think that people would need to be able to say in a situation like that where, you're having to talk to the locals, you need information, something's not clear? What do you think would be some useful words and phrases for people traveling in Paris?
Yes, so I think that the first thing that you need to know is, first of all, how to say that you are learning French and please speak slower.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Okay.
Those types of things. And as much as we would like to have a little technique here, which I'm sure that would be very useful for most. As much as we like to ask people to slow down, they will, and they are very helpful, and they definitely will. But because it's not natural for someone to speak slower than their natural, speech pattern, then they'll forget. So they'll just forget and they'll pick up their speed. So let's go first with the expression J'apprends le français. I'm learning French. J'apprends le français. And another one after this phrase would be, can you speak slower, please? Or can you repeat, please, first? Pouvez-vous répéter, s'il vous plaît? Pouvez-vous répéter, s'il vous plaît? Or, can you slow down? Pourriez-vous parler plus lentement, s'il vous plaît? Pourriez-vous parler plus lentement, s'il vous plaît?
Okay.
That's very, very helpful. But the technique that I was about to share with everybody, with listeners, is when you see that the conversation partner, the native French picks up the speed, just quickly ask a question. Because typically what I hear my clients saying is that, well, all the words, all the sentences like a huge long word, and I cannot make up the words separately in the sentence. And so rather than asking them to slow down, which again, they will as best as they can, as good as well as they can, but most people will kind of pick up naturally their own speed. See if you can hear, if you can notice or understand one word out of that sentence, and just ask a quick question about that particular word. Okay. That will naturally slow down your interlocuteur, the partner of the conversation, and gradually they will slow down steadily. They will steady their pace at a slower pace, which will be much more comfortable for you.
Excellent. Okay, that's a good tip. All right. So those are great survival, really helpful survival phrases in French. Thank you so much. So I want to thank you so much for joining us today. So if you want to experience all these great tips to get you communicating immediately and with confidence and watch your skills grow in French, please, in the show notes, you're going to see a link to Llyane and her course and her method so that you can connect with her and speak really good French. So, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much, Llyane.
Oh, merci beaucoup, Janine. C'est mon plaisir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
For more resources on learning and teaching languages, to get on our mailing list, or to get the workbook for this course, be sure to visit reallifelanguage.com/reallifelanguageblog. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe and leave a rating.